Good morning and welcome to the Casual Chef's Kitchen. It's Monday. For most of you, today is the beginning of the week. Oh, I hope you all have a good week. The weather, according to Bob Harlan, my friend, rain off and on kind of the next few days. Today is supposed to be sunny here in Southern County, California. All right, last night I prepared sizzling Chinese pepper steak with onions. Like I said yesterday, what is pepper steak without onions? And I served that over long grain white rice. I tend to forget to rate these recipes before I post them. I gave this one 5 stars. This is an excellent pepper steak. Yes, I used elk. It was the last of my elk. I may have some, I'll take that back. I do have some ground elk, but very little. The day of free meat is over. All right, but it was good. It's very good. A must try. Tonight, I'm doing something a little different. I'm getting away from Asia. It was fun to pull out some American or what I would consider American ingredients. French onion grilled cheese. I saw this recipe. I don't remember where I got it, but I just I got to try this. I made a few subtractions and a few additions. Let me just show you. All right, got a saute pan out for the onions. I actually had to half this recipe because it's just me. 1 yellow onion, 1 white onion. It calls for garlic powder. Yuck. I mean, I like garlic powder in certain things. But I'm using minced garlic, just a little bit, just a skosh. Some salt, kosher salt, black pepper. Of course, there's butter involved. I haven't used butter in a while. So there's butter. I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil to do the onions. I'm using Sierra Nevada porter mustard. A little bit of sugar to help the caramelization. Some Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. There is no equal. I'm using a teaspoon or so of my Italian blend. Provolone cheese. Now, the recipe originally calls for provolone and Gruyere. I am not a big fan of Gruyere, and I'm not a big fan of the price. So I'm using provolone, and I'll see what else I got in the fridge. Some Duke's mayonnaise. I bought Duke's because it was on sale, and actually I like Duke's. And I'm using a brioche-style bread. You could use whatever you want, but I love the brioche style. So these are the goodies for tonight, and I will be doing these on my electric flat top. Yeah. So yesterday I did some blends, and these I recycle jars. I get them washed and so forth in the dishwasher. They come out nice and clean, squeaky clean. I have a sanitizing mode. So I put together, and I announced these yesterday, a Chinese 5-spice Szechuan style, a 7 colors from South Africa, and a Nepali garam masala. Did a bunch of research on these. I've done a 7 color before. I just replaced the one I had with this one. The Nepali is really interesting. Heavy on coriander, heavy on cumin. Heavy. So it's a nice, simple garam masala, unlike my Indian style garam masala, which is like 15 ingredients. These blends went real fast because one is 5, one is 7, and the other one is like 9, 8, something like that. One of the nice little tricks about garam masalas or curries is the seed. When you're starting with seeds like cumin seed and coriander seed, you roast them to bring out the flavors. So that's what makes my house smell really good, is because I'm roasting ingredients. For some of these blends, not all of them. So that's what's going on in my kitchen. I'm no blending today. I'm taking it easy today. I'm working with a new editing software, because my old editing software is basically going. It's not playing nice with me. So, yeah, I basically have gone up several notches to a professional level editing suite. I used it years and years and years ago, and now I've gone back to it. And I'm figuring it out. So if there's something like weird with my videos, just hang tight. All right, I'm rambling. On this Monday, let's say, this marvelous Monday, have a great day, eat great food, and have fun cooking.